How little is the tube? So how little is the tube?
It's a thing that if you fly to has a rectangular base.
Okay.
Measuring is 66 by 24. Then you bring and you give it and you start.
And you always start with what you're presenting. Oh, it's okay, wait. Silence. So which volume do you have for the box? Silence.
The volume of the box is 20,760 centimeters. Yeah, volume of the pyramid. Volume of the pyramid, this is a pyramid with a square base.
With the what?
Square base.
Square base.
Is attached and with this area on the side. And according to our figure, we only have the base. No, yes, you have the same side and you don't have the height. Therefore, we are going to first look for the height.
Don't get confused, just look at the height. Find the height as well.
The height, the height comes from the knees. That's the height. Yeah, yes, 7 centimeters. Yeah, 83. But here, we have only one side, so we are going first look for this diagonal.
That one what? BD?
We are going to look for diagonal of D, A, B. No, for triangle. We are going to, if particularly get the values of this value of line in DG.
So can you extract that triangle if possible? Can you extract the way it is sleeping? The way it is sleeping. Can you make 90 degrees? How do you get OB?
Half of DB, which is a half of 8.4.
Put some energy on a piece of chalk.
Now we are looking for the height of the piano.
You don't have to diagram, just find it. Don't waste time. You have it already up.
Getting the height, now we are going to find the volume. But before finding the volume, we even have the base. Base of the piano, which is a square.
you have 353.57.
Because you cannot have a pyramid.
A fraction, you mentioned a fraction of the pyramid, not the size and half, eh?
Yes.
Because that's a fraction, 0.57, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Now you're going to outside the manual review. Is available forces enough for the pyramid.
In the scenario, they told us that they have 5 boxes available in scope. Now we are going to find whether those boxes are enough for the pyramids.
by the amount of one pyramid and then multiply it by the commission, which is 12%. Here we're going to get 1,500,000. And here they told us that 8% commission. The manager, no, this 8% is for excess of 500 pyramids. And they still have orders for 1,420 pyramids. They are going to get this total pyramid, total 500 pyramids, in order to obtain those where it excess. So they are going to get 920 pyramids, which are going to be in excess. And they are the ones that we are going to use here at the 8% commission. Now we are going to the second meeting. We are going to add the commission for 12% and the commission for 8%.
Some speed? That sheet was that dollars. Okay. Can you clap for this? I welcome one or two questions before we make question observation. Before we make conclusion, another thing. Anyone or two questions? What are you observing? Can you tell me something? What are you observing? Leave it at the square root. Why? Accuracy. You see, they got the square root of 72. Ideally, if you press this into the whole answer, that will be 4 point. I don't know. Press 8.49. The whole of it. Read.
5, 2,
5 2
8, 1,
8 1
3, 7, 4.
7 4. Now, sorry?
3, 7, 4.
3 7 4. Now, if you look at this, this is the correct square root of 72. Now, for them, they go to the square root of 72 as 8.4. This is what we call error in mathematics. As a human code in terms of manipulation. Now, this is an error of about 0.195. It's a big value that is most likely going to affect our answer. So, my request last time when we were discussing this, I say there is no penalty for you leaving this and square root of that. However, if you feel you can value this and play with rounding, because at some point you are not guided on the decimal places that you should move. And if it's L4, we prefer using 4 or 5 decimal places. Now here it's a bit open. I'm not saying the answers are not correct. The answers are correct, but something is deviating from what you would expect. Very, very accurate. So try to err around of be accurate. Make it to decimal places, hopefully. And then, if the worst comes to the worst, leave it in this form and put the units. So that is Chantal's observation. Another one? Okay, I'm very happy that you improve on drawing the diagrams and labeling the they call it edges of axis. This one. What is your English? They call it edges of axis. So we have improved on labeling and drawing. Maybe I want to comment on something like the rest here. Was it here? Yes. Now, if you remember Bible instructions I sent you yesterday, what is prepared for this? The task is to understand the scenario. Perfect. These people understood the scenario. As you're responding, there's a level of analyzing or justifying. At this point here, what is your justification? Well, we can ideally see that well, this one is okay. This one we explained. This one is rounding off to get the whole number of pyramid. Like we can't get 0.57 because if you take this one means 0.57. That is great. So if you have that one, something we got here about move it. Available boxes. Yes, available boxes. Now, if you look at the boxes that were ordered, how many were ordered? 1,400. Then how many did you calculate out? No, how many boxes did you get? 5.
Yes.
Where did you get this 500?
Is in the scenario.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah, so you did it very well by subtracting. There's another way I want. The value boxes will be enough. What are you basing on to say the value boxes will be enough? That's part of analyzing what you have. Meaning you compare and subtract. Did you do that?
Yes.
Did you subtract? Which excess was needed? Because I see that word in your conclusion? It's not
We did
stated.
subtract, but we got the number of pyramids that can fit in 5 boxes.
But again, you are given 5 boxes to confirm whether the ordered pyramids will fit.
Yes.
So what did you base on to say will not fit?
Because the number of pyramids, number of pyramids that fit in the...
Okay, the ordered number of pyramids, where?
We are 1,200.
Yes. And then the ones that we calculated, the one that we calculated, 1,700. Remove my answer. 1,700.
25.
1,725.
Yes.
So when you look at this is ordered and this is the one we calculated. So what was the conclusion by that time? You say they will not be enough. And what will be this? That part of justifying your
The boxes.
Yes?
The boxes available are not enough for the pyramids ordered.
Yet you have excess of about, when you subtract this minus this is what they ordered. But when calculating, you have this as the available pyramids that you, the available boxes that will, pyramids that will fit in the 5. So can't you see this is better than that?
Yes.
Then why are you saying it?
We didn't discover that.
Okay, so that part of analysis is very pronounced, very important. I think the background application scores is equal, analysis scores is equal, be extremely careful. I remind you about the 3-dimensional figures. Don't forget the cone, the frustum. Don't forget we talked about the cuboid there. Yeah, let's look at that and analyze what the question, what the task wants you to do. Don't just end on calculating, getting the answer. Ask yourself the question, task then do it. Otherwise, thank you so much. Let's welcome the group for vectors and you see. Group 2 vectors. Then we look at item number 1 service.
and then pay 815,000 per month. So the installments pay per month is 815,000 shillings. So per month for a year. So the period is 1 year. Zula does not have cash and she wants to buy this land, but she's not sure of the total amount she will pay for it. Francis has a land surveyor.
Maybe we go to part A and answer, not waste time. Yes.
What it says, what's the total amount of money? Total amount of money that Zula will pay for the plot of land. And they have said that in the scenario that Zula does not have cash money. So therefore he will go for hire purchase. And we all know that the formula for hire purchase says that hire purchase is equal to deposit plus installments. Therefore, our deposit, which is 60% of the cash price, which is 15 million. Therefore, our deposit will be giving us what?
Press. Sorry?
9 million.
Okay.
9 million. So that's our deposit. Then the installments. We have what? We have 815,000 per month for 1 year. So 1 month, she will pay 815, and you will pay the installments for a full year which has 12 months. Therefore, what of the 12 months in a year? They will be 12. 9 million 780. Okay, so higher purchase will be what? Higher purchase, which is deposit, where our deposit is 9 million, 9M plus the installment, which is giving us what? 18 million 80,000. Okay. So our conclusion says that therefore Zulfa will pay the total amount of 18,780,000 shillings for the plot of land. So that's part A. So we can move to another part, which says that Francis has a land surveyor to mark the boundaries of the plot. The surveyor marks 3 points O, A, and B in a triangular form. So I'm going to read a scenario as I make a simple sketch. So the points are in a triangular form. Therefore, I draw my triangle. says that points O, A, and B is O, A, and B to form a triangle. So on which OA is equal to vector A. OA, which is vector A, and our direction is OA from A to A.
Yes, then OB, that is OB.
Then OB,
correct. That is OB.
OB,
Correct it.
it's B.
OB.
It's vector B. Then points C and D are placed in the middle of OA and AB respectively, meaning that point C is in the middle of OA and point D is in the middle of AB. So in the middle of OA we have the point C. Around there in the middle,
Put that point, like dot it.
have a point C, and D in the middle of AB. AB, we have a point which is D. So these ones are in the middle. So point E is to be marked on BC. Point E is to be marked on BC. We don't have BC, but they are saying there is a line BC, so we draw that line joining B to C. And that's our line BC. So they say that on BC there is a point E. Point E is marked on BC. So we mark a point here which is E. Such that BE is equal to 2 over 3 BC. BE is equal to 2 over 3 BC. Francis wants to know if points O, E, and D are collinear, so that he pays the surveyor. So, task part C. Express the vectors BE, OE, vectors BE, OE, and BD in terms of A and B. So therefore we start our solution. In the scenario, they have told us that BE is equal to 2 over 3 BC. So that's our first main, what is going to connect us today. Because they are asking for us for the line BE. And we know that in the scenario, BE is equal to 2 over 3 BC. But we don't know this BC. But we can find it, not so? So we say that BC is equal to what? So I'm moving from B to C. So I start from B going to C. So I have this line BO and OC. So therefore BC can be BO plus OC. Where our BO is what? Is B, but we are opposing the direction, which makes it to be negative. So it is negative B plus, being that C is in the middle of OA, which means the ratio in the distance between this one is what?
Is what?
Is 1 to 1. Not so?
Yes.
Because the distance must be equal. Therefore the ratio is 1 to 1. Therefore, OC plus OC, where our OC is just 1 out of the total ratio, which is 2 of the whole line OA.
Perfect.
Therefore, it is a half over our line OA, which is vector A. Therefore, we can continue and look for our line, which is what? BC.
Yes.
So our BC will be BO, which is what? Negative B plus our OC, which is a half A. And so this is our OC. So here we can rearrange it so that the negative will remain with one side for simplicity.
this side. So it's a half A minus B. So you can leave it like that, or you bring A to be the denominator there. Okay? So our base is finished. Now we are going on this. Remember, the task says that express BE not BC, but we are going to use this equation where we have got our BC. So we have our BE being 2 over 3 BC, which is 2 over 3 into a half A minus B. Also, so the denominators.
Make sure it's not losing. Yes, make sure you're not losing please. You're about to live at 2 forward.
So the numerators multiply the numerators and the denominators multiply the denominators. So you have 2A minus 2B. This one is over 6C and this one is over 3. Therefore, you can make this one term also as we solve the fractions. So our LCM is what? Is 6. So when 6 divided by 6 is 1. So we have 2A minus 6 divided by 3. We get 3 then times 2. Which is 6 minus 6B. It's 2, okay. Which means it's square. So again here we can reduce, you know, so by 2, by 2, by 2, 3, and by 2, 2. Therefore, our A minus 2B equals to 8 out of 3. So we can stop here, or we can factorize this number. So our PE is if we factorize it, it will be a third into A minus what? Minus 2B. And so therefore we have answered part of the task which says that express the vectors BE. So you have finished BE. We are going now on OE. So which means we have this line OE. So how can we get OE? So we are starting to move from O to E. We take a route that will enable us to reach the answer so fast here. So if we take this route, we don't have CE, not so. But when we take this route, we have OB and we have BE. That's the simplest route, right? I think.
Yes.
So our OE will be OB plus BE, not so? Where our OB, which we have not opposed to the arrow, which is B, plus BE, which we have just taken. So to expand into A minus 2B. So here, you can make it one term also by expanding this bracket plus A minus 2B over 3. This is over 1. So the LCM is what? 3. So make it over 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3 times 1. This is 3B plus 3 divided by this. This is the same also. So we made the same this one. A minus 2B. So here we can collect the terms. So we have 3B minus 2B, then plus A over 3. We have B plus A over 3. Not so? So we can factorize. When we make a term outside, we shall remain with A plus B. And that's our what? Our vector OE. So the remaining with BD also?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm going to remember, we take the route that is easier, and so we are moving from B to D. But remember, they say that D is a point between A and B, not so? Therefore, the ratios in this on this line between BD and DA, they are what? It is 1 to 1, not so? And we have BD. So, our BD is just one part over the two parts of line A.
Line big A.
Over FB as it was stated in the scenario.
Okay, we continue.
FB, not so? So, and we can get our line FB, not so? So, line FB will be what? We are moving from A to B, from A to B. So, we are moving from A to meet this line, but for simplicity, we can move directly to there. From A O, then we reach our B. Therefore, our FB is what?
Yes,
FO plus OB. Okay? Then it is what? Because we have negative A plus B. Okay? Therefore, when we are ready, it becomes B minus A. And that's our AB. Remember, our BD is just a half of this line which we have just given. Okay? So our BD will be what? Half into B minus A. Full stop. We can leave another answer like that. So we have finished the task which says express vectors BE, OE and PD in terms of A and B. When you take a look at our answers, we just have A and B. We have no any other unknown. So we have expressed it in terms of A and B. So then we move to the next part which says, should Francis pay the surveyor? Then we go back to the scenario which says, Francis wants to know if points O, E, and D are collinear so that he pays the surveyor. Not so? So, to know that these points are collinear, first of all they should be on the same line. But we cannot see that it is the same line, and we cannot just tell that they are on the same line. But to verify that they are in the same line, they should have a what? A ratio. So we are going to look for that ratio. In simple terms, we assume that the line is like this, and they are saying that is O, E, and D. So points O, E, and D. So we are going to verify if it's true, they will give us a common what? A common ratio. So we are going to look for a ratio of what? Of OE to ED. Verify if they are on the same line or D. So here, we have our OE, not so? OE is what? Inform me. It is a third plus B. Okay, so we have just a simple task to find ED. So then we go back to our diagram. Where is ED? ED. So there is what? A line joining E and D. So we have ED. We are moving from E to D. So take a look that is simple, yeah? So we have BE, which means we can move this side, yeah? So it is EB plus E. So we come. Our ED is the same as EB plus BD. And we have all these values. But for this case, we have BE, which means we have changed the what? The direction. Therefore, we introduce a negative. Not so? Into our BE, which is what?
A third.
A third.
A minus 2.
A minus 2B. Then plus our BD, which is what? Which is a half into B minus A. Therefore, we must expand those brackets to form fractions, not so? So we assume that there is a negative 1, but this negative 1 is over 1 also. So denominators alone, then this one alone. So what do we have? We have negative a over 3 minus what? Plus a plus 2b. Don't so? So this is 1. And then plus, we expand this bracket, plus what? Plus b minus a over. Is it? Okay, so
use this space, installment page.
this one.
Installment page, then move the vectors.
Okay.
How vectors are looking beautiful and interesting.
Okay. So let's make this one term so that we can add it together with this one. Because combining we must get out of 4. So we are going to first add these fractions. Our LCM is what? Is 3. So our BD, which we are looking for, it is equal to our LCM, which is what? It is 3. So 3 divided by 3, we have 1. So we multiply the remaining with negative a plus what? 3 divided by 3 is 3 times 2 is 6. So our 6 is b. Not so? So our 6 is b. Therefore, plus our fraction, this one, is it a plus? Yes. B minus a over 2. So here we solve, we add no fractions, not so? So over 3. Hey, the LCM is what? 6. So 6 divided by 3. 2. So you have 2 into all the numerators. Not so? And then plus. Yes. Plus. 6 divided by 2.
3.
So 3 into. Okay, so what we have? We have negative 2a plus 12.
Yes.
This 12b plus 3b minus 3a over 6. So what do we have here? So we are going to collect like what? Like terms. So we have our 12b plus 3b minus 2a minus 3 over 6. So what do we have here? 15b minus negative 5b okay, over 6. So we can't reduce here. Okay, that's our line what? Our line
Are you looking at BD or ED?
BC.
ED. How is what you are looking for? ED.
So, yes, we are continuing. You have just got this one.
It's ED. So then the other side of D.
It is EB.
ED.
ED. Okay. It's EB. So we are going to look for a ratio. Hope we have got ED and OK. So we are going to look for a ratio. So is it okay if I write it?
No, just there. I don't know how this can fix that.
Okay.
It is okay, you can edit, but from down there.
Over ED is the same as is our
A third.
OE, a third into A plus B. So it's divided by 15B minus 5A over 6. we are going to introduce a multiplication sign, then this one is simple.
Yes, a reciprocal.
Then here we have
6 over 15 minus 5a.
5a.
Do you mind putting that in brackets?
This one?
Ah,
No.
which minus minus 8 you made. Still in brackets. Even up the first step. This way.
So here we can work out. So we can reduce this one and this one also. By 3, 1 and by 3, 2. Then, is it okay if we can reduce here?
There's no reducing.
So therefore, there is no ratio.
There's no ratio. So should Francis pay for this? Pay the surveyor? What's the question?
No,
Right?
because the points are not for you.
Okay. And I welcome 1 or 2 questions. Can we clap for this young man? Thank you so much, David, for that observation. This is a topic we studied in the seniors. Seniors? These 2. Olimba. Okay, let me summarize. Get up for a potential you will So, they are all now over. Now, what is happening here? The key mistakes that we are making. 1, we are not defining the vector. We are not defining the vector. This symbol is called tilde. So indicate tilde on the vector you are representing. Right? So you lose nothing if you put here a symbol tilde. Number 2, I appreciate the direction. Perfect, that is good. I will love the way you look at this item, though at some point you made a mistake. According to my sword guide, I have this as colleague. So yes, Francis should stay. You made a mistake at some point. You will edit it. And then, my sister was saying, I don't need to prove that they are collinear. I just look at them in a straight line. No, please. No, please. You have to confirm the collinearity. You have to confirm that and see whether it's sure it's collinear. That's again another vehicle. But what I've done is perfect. Just check on nomenclature. Represent the vector with the direction and figure. And also, you see, these letters, the capital letters, we write them with bold. And if you fail to bold them, you put an arrow, a back arrow. Yes? Like we have started here. And all of a sudden, we left. So maintain that. Under the payment, you say here you should pay, therefore, you will pay this amount of money. But remember very well they say, Francis has no money. Is it Francis also? Has no money for cash. Meaning, you have also to justify that mode of payment. Yes? We'll pay this amount of money on what? On which mode of payment? On a higher purchase. You have to give that. Because that one shows that you understood that this person didn't have cash. So he wanted, was it a she or he wanted mode of higher purchase, but he didn't know the amount of money. something here. Anyway, the pedagogic is vectors interesting, challenging, at some point they might appear in the exam. So what am I requesting? That this middle point here should also be known very well. There is middle not being people in between. Take note of that one. Yeah? Middle is not people in between. Is it true? Is it true? Stand in our middle. Stand in between. In between. So again. I need the middle, right? Our come and stand in between us. What if you come here? What if you come here? What's coming? Is that person between us? Let me ask the following question. Is Rama in between us or she's in the middle? She's not in the middle? Yes. Now stand in the middle. So is it true that they are not the same? Yes. You have to understand when you're getting the ratios. I think I will take time and revise vectors. Yes. Right? Yes. Thank you so much. Are you proud of yourself? Now I have one question to ask you. Our Nami has enough to raise. Somebody who's a but I'm not revising, and this is not correct. Yeah. My question is, I wanted to know two questions. One is coming from SADs and indices. Then another one is coming from statistics. There are two things I want to correct. Now, should we stop here and we'll do the rest? Yes. We stop here?